Hey, I'm worried your shooting's a little off. All that tech stuff wearing you down. But I'll make you a deal. You and me find a spot to practice, I'll help you out of your rut. No charge.
I can spare some time. Let's see what you can teach me.
Not more than you'll bother learning. Okay. As good as you are, someday someone's gonna smack you from behind while you're lining up a shot. Might even be me. Last time I felt like this was playing Anarchist on Brental. My exes are gone, and I'm a free woman.
What does a free woman do with herself?
Well, I've got a lot of options. Might be time to move on. I could go after a big score, try something other than spy games. You could come with me.
You're not bad company, and I could use a change of pace.
Yeah. You and me traveling the galaxy. Doing something. Getting into trouble. Haven't worked it out past that, but I'll let you know.
Last night, we ate our first ration bar since leaving the nest. We savored the flavor for 2 hours. We could taste every nutrient, every chemical compound and trace of foil. Do you know what joining the Killiks does to a person's senses?
Should I be sending you on more nighttime missions?
We can't see into every spectrum, or smell poison under our nose, but our eyesight has improved. That does bring up something we want to discuss. How do you see our role as operative on your team?
You're a capable partner, and I value your input.
And our skill set? Keeper described us as a covert assault agent. Our role as Dawn Herald gives us that capacity. We just don't know if that's the only reason we're here, or if it should be.
If there's information you have or aid you can provide, tell me. I'm still learning your talents.
So are we, in a sense. But Agent, our whole life, we've been a diplomat. Whatever else we become, perhaps we shouldn't abandon that so readily. Agent, we hope you don't mind, but we were wondering something. Do you have a family? Siblings, a wife, people to go home to after a mission?
Not a question I was expecting, I'll confess.
We aren't trying to pry. We're just trying to understand how anyone in this job keeps a tether to the real world. None of us can exist in isolation forever.
Ordinary life is easy to forget. That's why we have to remind one another.
Fair enough. Then we all share that responsibility. Thank you, Agent.
So, here's what I figure. Every morning you get up, you exercise, you check your gear, you do your thing to prep. You've got flowcharts tattooed on your eyelids. Me, I'm lucky when I don't crawl out of bed drooling on the floor. How is it I keep up with you? Am I just that good, or does dirty fighting beat training after all?
You're forgetting something. I save your life every fight we're in.
Maybe, but you'd be dead without me, too. Admit it. We're a good team. You with the gimmicks and me with the rough stuff. We're not tripping over each other anymore. Took a while, but you and me, we're a synced-up death machine.
Give us a few more years, we'll be taking out star cruisers.
You set up the shot, I'll take it, Agent.
Codename Leggett calling base command. Come in, base command.
Base command here. Patching secondary stream.
Codename Chance here. Ready for mission briefing.
You two met on Nar Shaddaa, so I'll skip the introductions. Welcome to Taris. 1,000 years of civilization reduced to toxic muck.
It could be worse. I was assigned to Hutter twice.
I spent a week in the Coruscant sewers once.
A long time ago, Taris was a republic world. A Sith Lord bombed it. Now we're trying to rebuild, and the Empire's unhappy.
Your people sent shock troops, Devastator units.
It's a mess. The last thing we need is a rogue element, but that's what we've got. Along with Sith and Republic troops, there's a corrupt Jedi down there. You're going to stop her.
I've fought my share of Jedi. They're not as dangerous as the legends claim.
They're not pushovers either. Kai Sazin, Jedi Knight and hero of Tazla. Rising star in the Jedi Order. But she's rotten to the core. Half her missions end with someone dying. Technology and artifacts disappear from under her protection.
Her last report said she'd come to Terrace because the Force called her here.
I believe Kai Sazin is building a power base. I need you to find out how and why, and bring me hard evidence.
This sounds like an internal security matter.
It would be, if the Jedi would let us pursue it. They won't, so it's up to you. Chance will be your contact. He'll take it from here.
Yes, sir. Surveilling Kai Sazin has been difficult, but we believe she recently mounted a raid on an Empire-controlled laboratory. We'll begin our investigation there. You need to obtain access to the laboratory from Imperial Command.
Get to the laboratory and find out what Kai Sazin was up to. Understood?
That's my boy. Base command out.
Sir, I'll monitor your holocalls to track the investigation. I'll be in touch soon.
Attention on deck!
I'm tracking a Jedi, and I need immediate access to the research laboratory in this sector.
You're talking about the Godera laboratory?
Apologies, sir. I didn't realize you were coming. Lieutenant Nida, liaison officer.
Cypher 9. You run a tight ship.
Thank you, sir. And you are...
Vector Hillis, Dawn Herald of the Ouroboros.
Do you have a brother? Yes, sir. Aboard the Sting.
We served with him as envoy to the Tyon cluster. He's a good man. Contacting the laboratory for clearance, sir.
Your associate should be at the lab already. He took a security team about a week ago. You'll find it in good hands.
Yes. I'm sure everything will be fine.
I can't pick up anything from the laboratory comm, but there's something on a secondary channel.
To base, Dr. Loken is safe, but the rat ghouls are everywhere. Orange level infestation. We'll attempt to...
Get it back!
I can't. Our team must have been overrun by the rat ghouls. We'll have to burn the whole lab.
No one does anything until I understand the situation.
The Rak ghouls are mutants, victims of a Tarisian plague that alters human physiology.
Standing orders are to cluster bomb nest sites to contain the infestation.
You want to reach the lab to track your Jedi, you'll be facing a swarm. I can't offer anything but aerial bombardment.
Put your bombers on hold. I can cleanse the area.
There's a chance our body can resist the Rakghoul plague, but we'd rather not find out, even to locate a Jedi. Taris must have been glorious a long time ago. We will dream of it. aura's here. Sparks burn. We are victorious. Is this a lab or a mass grave?
You can lower your weapon. There are no rat ghouls in here. The late Private Rallan dispatched the last of them before succumbing.
Cypher 9, Imperial Intelligence. You must be Dr. Lokin.
Yes. Official designation, Fixer 15. How good to meet you. Watcher 4 assigned me here for a cleanup operation. I assume you're here for a similar reason?
I can't give out details, Keeper's orders.
Of course. But I'm sure we can work together. Follow me, and mind the bodies. This laboratory belonged to a man named Nason Gadera. Utterly brilliant. Invented everything from durable plastifoam to the Deathmark laser. But his relationship with the Republic is rocky. By the time we captured this sector, he was already gone. I came to catalog the contents of his lab, and I wasn't the first.
My sources reported there was a raid here.
You have good sources. Watch.
Is that the last of the defenses? Stay on your guard and destroy the monitors. Then find the device.
We stole research, equipment, and something Nason Gadera called an ultra-wave transmitter. I haven't a clue what it does. I suggest we pool resources. A fixer and a cipher investigating a thieving Jedi for Imperial intelligence.
What was the research they took? And the ultra-wave transmitter?
It transmits something called an ultra-wave. Without the laboratory files, I can't do more. This wasn't the only recent raid on a science facility. This planet attracts brilliance, and someone has been purloining databanks across the ruins. Based on the pattern, I suspect the Jedi's next target is an abandoned bioresearch facility near a red-level Rakghoul colony. We can find it together.
Nothing happens without my approval, understood?
Cypher, I'm a technician. What would I possibly do? You should be able to locate the facility by triangulating its signal from the swamps. I'll correlate the data. You intercept the Jedi.
Will you be safe here? Without your security team?
How very kind. I assure you I'll be fine. Here's the triangulation device. Give my regards to the toxic swamp.